Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back if you are new here. My name is Carrie, and today we will be streaming Palia again. I did threaten Palia. Oh no, I forgot to change my thing. We are live. How's it going? Hi, good to see you. Hi, Gumps. Hope you've had a good day today. Yeah, just it was a little bit of a hectic day for me. You know, I was working a little bit later than I normally do. I feel like my boss is like punishing me or I don't know. She's just been acting so weird. It's like she's mad at me or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I was working late doing some extra credit stuff, I guess you could say. Hey, Lafonos, good to see you. Anyway, oh, my game turned off, or my screen. I don't know, it's a mess. And then I forgot my meds, and so I had to go do that. And this is fine. This is absolutely fine. Hey, Bubbles. Good to see you, my darling. Hope you're well today. So yeah, today we'll be doing Palia. I don't really have a plan per se. I still have some quests for Elderwood that I haven't finished yet. I understand they haven't patched the frog thing yet. So we could make some lures and catch some frogs. I don't know if there's a specific time of day that we should be doing that or what. But yeah. And then this is the current mood, well, current day expressed in curls. If any of you Carlies out there, you know exactly what this means. You know what this means. I did not have the inclination nor the energy to style my hair. This is actually from yesterday. When I went to work yesterday, I was angry. So I was like, I don't even care how my hair looks. And usually that's not a great idea because if you don't have curly hair, you don't know. When you do curly hair, you style it wet. And that's the only time. So usually people with curly hair will do their hair once a week or maybe twice a week. They'll wash and style their hair once or twice a week and just sleep in a bonnet, which I do sleep in a bonnet, and then refresh it if they need to refresh it, however they refresh it. I personally can refresh my hair with water. That'd be wonderful to see you in the chat lurking while you play. Are you playing Palia or another game? Are you playing Void Train? Watch streak from Bubbles. Let's go. Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. Thank you for the watch streak. I appreciate you. Did I ever tell you that your younger child is a major Hatsune Miku fan? No, I don't think so. And I actually have some Hatsune Miku art that I would like to put up on the wall behind me. Somewhere there is room for Hatsune Miku art. And there's actually more stuff on the... We put the second shelf up, and there's like more shelf and more video game art. You know, for the day that I'm so inclined that I might raise my desk up and do standing. You're playing Enshrouded. Nice. I hope you are enjoying that. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. No real plan for Palia today. I'm down to hunt, do plushie hunting, or like I said, I still have quests. I still have not found my star quality pixie berries. I still don't know where to find the letters, and I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to keep looking for it. Anyway, I have installed the Steam version of Palia. so that I can get some of my Steam Deck entries. And for anyone who's considering it, you can link your account. I did that. I wasn't sure if I was going to do that, but I decided, yeah, okay, I'll do it. So if you play on the standalone PC client like I did, you can install Steam and link your account. And the beautiful thing about that, which, like, if we compare it to something like ESO, like if you make a change in ESO, or if you have multiple clients installed, nothing is shared between them. For this, for me to go from the standalone Palia client to the Steam client, I logged in, all of my settings and preferences imported. So that tells me that Palia stores that data. It's not stored locally. And I absolutely love it because I don't use traditional key bindings. I play home row. I don't play WASD. I play home row. And I use V to interact instead of F because I play home row. Like, all of those little settings that I had. My point of view, all of my display settings, everything saved. And I didn't have to change or update a single thing. For her birthday a year or two ago, we got her the fan-designed anniversary statue. Ooh, she has a shrine for it. Well deserved. It's deserved. This all got started when I bought this t-shirt. Before I knew a lot about, I'd only seen 1 or 2 videos on YouTube about Hatsune Miku. So I knew a little about it. And I got this t-shirt. Actually, this is the first thing that Kira ever bought me on one of our very first dates. We were at like a mall. And we went into... Did we go into the Spencer's? I think we did. We went into a Spencer's, and he bought an Iron. It looked like Iron Man. It looked like the shirt had like the, you know, the glowy. I don't know what it's called. The glowy core. It just was out on a t-shirt, and he told me to pick out a t-shirt, and this is the one I picked out. Anyway, so that's where it got started. And since then, because I've worn this t-shirt, I have some friends that think that I love Hatsune Miku. And I'm not saying I don't love Hatsune Miku, but I can't call myself like a mega fan because I've only watched a couple videos and I know what Hatsune Miku is. I know about the concerts. I know about the whole thing. But it's not something that I watch regularly. But anyway, so I've received so many Hatsune gifts. I've got a mug that I drink my coffee out of every day, no joke, because it's the largest mug that I have. And it's got Hatsune Miku on it. And then I have a piece of art that I received. It's like one of those wood particle board, like little wood, you know, like portrait size. It's got some art on it. I don't know where it is, to be honest. I think it might be up on the shelf in this closet up here. Which is very daunting because my desk is now in the way and it's not going to be easy to get to. It's fine. I'll find it. I'll get it. That's when you knew he was a keeper. Oh my gosh. I knew way before then. Oh my gosh. I did not stand a chance with Kira. I fell for him in a minute. I knew way before then. It was instant. And it's been 13 years, almost 13 years now since we first met. Anyway, so thank you for listening to my story about Hatsune Miku. And so we still don't have any other games to play. No more, still mourning the loss of Stream Raiders. So it feels weird to start my stream without playing it, but it's okay. Let's get started in Palia. Drops are still active. And oh, you know what? I've got to do, okay, so I'm gonna switch to Palia and then I've got to do something fun and special. So those of you, well, some of you, I don't know, should I wait? So I did a sponsorship for a game. Eep same. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Also, hey, Gigi Pon, I know you're back there somewhere. So some of you might remember, because it was just a week ago, I did a sponsored game, that Mew game. It was actually a very incredibly successful campaign. And I received gift subs. As part of that campaign for people hitting goals. And so what I have to do is I have to summon the sub fairy. And so I push a button and then someone sends the sub fairy at some point within half an hour or whatever to come and they gift the subs. So I need to choose a time to do that. I was going to do it Sunday, but I forgot. So anyway, I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe we'll do it later. Let's get started with Palia. Great to see you all. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My day was okay. I made it through. And hopefully all of my extra efforts will save me from the ongoing punishment that I'm receiving at work. I'm just going to go ahead and close my email. Oh, I still have Slack open. Let's just close that. Yeah, we're just going to close it. Yeah, let's just get rid of. Okay. Oh, is it now okay to squeeze in a joke? I didn't want to interrupt again. Yeah. Of course. Hello, Phonos. It's okay.
Random dad joke. Why did the opera singer go sailing? They wanted to hit the high CS.
Oh, high seas. Cute. That's cute. High seas. I think that deserves a gold star. High seas. Even though she said CS. The high seas. That's really cute. Gold star. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So this is not my first time loading in. Is this my first time loading into Palia on Steam? Yeah. No, I loaded in earlier and now I'm getting this menu. You have received your first house. In order to place it on your plot, you'll need to open the housing menu. You'll need to open to the housing menu. Okay. No, I mean, I don't need to. I built this house like a year ago. My keyboard's not responding. Okay. Next. Wait, go back. Even more powerful and exciting recipes are available from the store or the stove and other cooking stations. Anyone can help once a recipe is started. Oh, cook up a storm with friends. Oh, so it's just showing me the tutorials. Visit Rest for new recipes. Yeah. I can't get rid of this housing menu overlay though. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It's gone. Success. That was a good one, Laphonos. Ooh, look how tall my ancient tree is now. I love it. Oh, and I meant to tell you all. Okay. Let's water this tree. I want to make it taller. So do you remember when I got my my pixie garden, I think it's called? And I'd said something about how I wished it had pixies in it. Well, I have figured it out. I figured it out. I've learned a few things about it. Let me receive my gifts. My inventory is full. All right, let me manage my inventory. We'll do that really quick. Let's see. I have so many staircase mushrooms. Do I need this many staircase mushrooms? This is from our hunting adventure. Ooh, and these schmoll spores. Yay, Gumps! Gumtholomew, MEW. I love that. Okay, so a Draugr beetle. I feel like I have one of these. I saved it in. There's the blood beetle. A, B, C, D. Yeah. So, did I put it in my locked storage, maybe? Oh, this is my regular storage. Yeah, I did. Oh, this is my locked storage. Okay. Say, this is my regular storage. What is managing inventory? He asks, staring over the clutter sticking out of his bags. Right? Right? Well, and as an ESO player, I know you know. Okay. Ooh, I got some sticker packs that I haven't opened yet. Beautiful. I'm not even sure how I did that. So I did get an Elderwood Lotus. I'm probably going to have to expand my storage here soon. Let's, I guess, keep these mushrooms. Do they stack? They only stack up to 30, don't they? Where are they? Floatfish mushrooms. Oh, are they cooking ingredients? Are they cooking ingredients? Where the heck are they? Let's search. Okay, I know I just put a bunch of these in there. That's because they're called staircase mushrooms. That's why I can't find them. No? No? There they are. They do stack. So why is it that in our storage, they stack as many high as we would like, but in our bag, they only go to 30?
Ilafal_Nightwind just resubscribed for 46 months. Good evening, Carrie. Big hugs.
Big hugs. Good evening, Ella. Wonderful to see you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so heckin' much. 45 months. That's incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much for being a 46-month subscriber on a 45-month streak. It should just be 46. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We have an anniversary coming up. We do. We have an anniversary coming up. Anyway, I won't complain too much about it, but I feel like these should stack as high in our bag as they do in our inventory, but that's okay. That is fine. I mean, I feel like I heard that I need these spores for something, but there's just too many of them. I'm going to put them in my storage, and if I need them, I'll come back and get them. Is there something in my eye? Something in my eye. Okay, we'll eat these candies. Let's open up these stickers. Okay, candies. What stickers did we get? I've got it. And mouth watering. I think that's a new one. Well, hold on. That's not what I meant to do. Collections. Stickers. Mouth watering. And I've got it. Yeah, I've got it already. Which one is mouth watering? This one. It's a Muujin. That's funny. I don't think I've ever stuck with something that long other than staying alive. Oh, I don't know, LaPhonos. You've been following this stream for a while, I know of. Let's see, LaPhonos. 2022. Yep, 2022. August 2022. Almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. Let's do the sub fairy. I have to turn on an overlay to do that though, and it does have this little annoying little video on it, but it's fine. Let's see. I do have something in my eye. It's fine. Okay. This will become available starting May 14th or May 17th. Yeah. Okay, great. Perfect. So I've done it. I've released the sub fairy. So now we have this like little video that's going to be down there, and this is kind of explaining it. It says, thank you for supporting me during the Mew campaign. It just doesn't go away. Okay. All right. Cool. New stickers. Love it. One of them is new. The other I could trade, right? So the stuff for the house has been completed. We've already started moving small things over, but the big move is going to be in the middle of June. Wait. You missed the part. Of, hey, guess what? Bought a house. That's the part that we missed, Ella. May I join the Palia? Yes, of course. Will you please join the community? Can I do it from here? I sure can. Yay! You know, and I also was going to look for someone to add as a friend. There we go. There's something in my eye. There's something in my eye. Don't see a thing. The thing that makes it tricky is I am wearing... Hi, Gumtholomew, MEW.
Hey. Ha.
Hey. Thanks for visiting. Your backpack is glowing. Something is on fire back there. There's something on fire. There's something on fire in your backpack. So you may want to check that. You may want to check that out. Did you buy the Founders Pack? There is something in your eye. It looked like your finger, though. Hello. That's yes, it was for a moment. No, it was actually my eyelash. I was just touching my eyelash in case my eyelash is what's bothering me. Your roomie is really the one who bought it. You'll just be paying to live there. Oh, I see. Exciting. Is it far? Is it close? Are you know, I'm sure you're both really excited. Okay, let me continue up on a story that I forgot I was telling earlier. So I got this. When I got this Pixie Grove, I was like, where are the pixies? It doesn't have any pixies on it. It's not the same without pixies on it. And then I also said this little stone looks perfect for a gift. And look, it leaves gifts. There's a little loot bag on it. Staircase mushroom. I have hundreds of them. Staircase mushroom, that's fine. I'm grateful. But anyway, it looks like the pixies are there when there's a gift waiting for you. And then that's it. Then they go away. Send you the new address. Okay, good. It's like 30 minutes, so not too far. Yay! Gumps has left the plot. Bye, Gumps. Thanks for visiting. I hope everything's okay with your backpack. That just gave you a good idea. We need a backpack that cooks bacon while you're walking about. That is a great idea. Bonus points if you can figure out a way to make it like reflective and using the power of the sun. It's funny, we watched a video about camping tech or outdoor tech or something. And one of the items was something that cooked food using reflective things in the sun. And it worked. It actually worked. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's put away these mushrooms that I just got. Yay! Thank you, thank you. Thanks to the sub fairy for the gifted subs.
Stream Woman's Gifts gifted 4 subs. Giggity.
That's the sub goal. Love it. Thank you for coming to visit us, Stream Fairy. I appreciate you. Congrats to Pixel Cat, Cotton Weasel, Spookalicious, and Planet B on your gifted subs. I hope you all enjoy the emotes and ad-free viewing. Welcome to the Culturati. We're not a cult, I swear. Usually when an animal leaves gifts, you need a bag to pick them up. That is so true, Lophonos. It's so true. Okay, let's see. I have 3 lures. How many, let's make a few. Yeah, I realized from my last hunting trip that I should probably bring hundreds of things with me. Hundreds of them. No, don't listen to the moderators. It is definitely not a cult. Yay, sub fairy. Let's go. I appreciate those gifted subs. Hundreds of arrows. And I'll make fine arrows. Lots and lots of fine arrows. Okay, that should be enough. What do I have? Okay, well now we've got to reorganize things here. I have a system. I have a system for a reason. We must stick with the system here. This is a requirement. For my brain. More regular smoke bombs. Oh, I turned the light off. Okay, regular smoke bombs. Here they are, standard smoke bombs. Let's make some more of these. We need lots and lots of these things. Right? Ba-ba-ba. That should be enough. I didn't really want to use my slowdown arrows last time. I found that they are required for the Ogopu. But switching arrows is not easy. I wonder if it's easier on a controller. Maybe I should try it sometime. I'll do that offline because I don't want to fumble with it while I'm live. Okay, so I'm ready to go to Elderwood. Is there anyone that wants to hang out? Anyone working on something they'd like help with? Anybody that wants to do community accomplishments? I really haven't worked on them in a long time. I could go check out some housing plots. Visit 15 houses. That's a lot. But we could do stuff together, like catch bugs or fish or chop trees. I still don't know. Oh, you know what? It doesn't exist. So, there is... I'll be on another hour or so. Okay, Bubbles. Sounds great. Sounds great. So I have 2 friends now that are moving in June. Ella is moving in June and Gumps is moving in June. That's a tough time to move where I live. Hopefully the weather is good to you both. All right, so we'll put these special items here. I've got 1 sacred flower. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any shrines that I have found but not visited. You need to take advantage of furniture sales this weekend. Ooh. Are you gonna go to your new city and do that? Put it in storage and come home, or what does that look like? Because I believe you said you were only taking things that fit in your vehicle. I'm just so nosy. I'm sorry. I'm so nosy. Drive 1,100 miles? No, fly. Fly. Just online. Oh, and schedule the delivery for June. Now that would be the smart thing to do. I feel it in me, y'all. The star quality pixie berries. I think they're calling to me. Carrie. Come pick us. Or something. Right? Nope, I don't want to go in there. I think that's a je ne sais pas, right? Lilac Cavern. Oh, Lilac Cavern? I don't think I knew that this was a thing. Oh. Lilac Cavern? What's in Lilac Cavern? Besides some schmoles. I'm not sure I realized that this was its own separate little thing worth exploring. Maybe I'll find some letters in here. Another thing that I need to discover for my quests. Where are the letters? Some pallium. Lots of pallium. Ooh. What's down there? I feel like we should jump down there. Okay, what's this? What's this down here? Looks like it might have had some water in it at some point. I don't really know what this area is about. It is on the map, along with a big tree. This tree. No. I want to... There we go. Can we climb this tree? No. Oh, we got stuck. Gonna run out of stamina. No. You are asking the right questions. Oh. About this area in here? Cool. Okay. Ah, shucks. I missed. Okay. Well. don't see anything down here in the bottom. I do love this change that they made here with this. How if there is foliage, if there's foliage between you and the camera, it makes it see-through so that you can still see yourself. I love that change. Well, I don't think there's anything down there. This does look kind of like a cave. Is there a cave here? No, no cave. Shucks. So there's the tree. But I feel like we can get there from here. If it'll let me climb up there. Ooh, I'm stuck on something. Ooh, that didn't go well. Nope, doesn't want to let me climb up here. Okay. I'm intrigued, Bubbles. Nope. Don't want to do that. Okay. Well, I don't see anything in this little cave. Nothing special. Out of the ordinary. Huh. Nothing on this little spot here. I don't think I can climb up to the height of that tree. Is there anything up here? No. It's beautiful. We love the wisteria, right? Is there anything in here? No, I don't think so. Okay. So what's so special about this area? Is it up on that root? I don't see anything here. No quest items or anything like that. Oh, shucks. I almost made it on that route. Which is what I was trying to do. I'm trying to get on this route. Maybe I can get there from here. Yeah, I did it. Okay. There's this guy. Not here to bother him. Okay. When you called yourself nosy, I thought you were asking the right questions. Oh, you mean about gums. Nice. Yeah, okay. So you had me in here nosing around in this cave like I was missing something obvious. Oh, here it is. Is this what's special in this cave? Okay. There's this. But there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. No shrine, no pile of letters. Yeah. That's just there. It's just there, and there's nothing inside of it. Seems odd. Oh, there's a shrine. Have I done this one already? No, I haven't. Yes. Artifact mystery bag. Let's go. Umbron loot number 2. I did not have that one. Yes. We love this. Let's go turn this in. I still haven't found my pixie berry, but I have a really good feeling that today just could be the day that I finally... Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Oh, here we go. If you're looking for letters, try a book or a mailbox. Yeah. If only it were that simple, Aphonos. Okay, so this looks like Umbron, yeah, is what I was going to say, which is what, this one? The loot? No, that's not a loot. This is the loot. Umbron loot number 2. Yes! Great. Incredible. 2 out of 3 on one of them in that one. Okay. Well, now that I've been thoroughly distracted by that cave. Oh, wait, I can't go this way. Let's go. Hi, Bruce. You're bad? No, Bubbles, it is A-okay. Don't even worry. It's honestly the problem is with my brain. So please, it's okay. We all know the real problem exists within my brain. Hello, my hair is looking very mermaid-esque. Thank you. I was actually talking about this earlier because this is what happens when a person with curly hair doesn't style it. Doesn't style it, I guess. This is Carrie is being forced to go into the office extra days that she hasn't been asked to go into the office for the last 9 months. 8 months. 7 months. Almost 8 months. And she's very grumpy about it. This is what we get when a person with curly hair just doesn't have just doesn't care. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Bruce. You know, I was getting ready and I was going to get it wet and try to, you know, make the curls look good. And then I decided, no, I think this is good enough. So it is confirmed. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate you. I've got a pretty little sparkly barrette in. There's the effort right there. Okay, gosh darn it. We're still looking for some things, some things in this map that we have no clues about. Literally no clues about how to find. Well, I guess only one of them we could really benefit from clues. If you ever curse in that department, your hair is straight until it reaches your neck. Then it starts curling big time. As for the beard, it's not curly, but definitely a bird's nest. It might not be curly, but I think most beards are wavy. At minimum, wavy. Because they almost have a kinky texture to them. Without being like totally like the texture that's known as kinky. So I think beards, just by nature of the thickness of the hairs, are at least wavy. I don't think I've ever seen one that's like pin straight. There's always a little texture there, you know? I'm going to pick these butterfly beans because I don't see them very often, but I will tell you what, I almost always get the seeds when I pick them. So the mystery here about the letters is we just have to find them. They're just somewhere. They're just somewhere and we have to find them. Ooh, what is this? Wait, no. No. I should be allowed in there. Let me go in there. Oh. I know there's something in there. There's a treasure or something. No, I can't go in there. Rude. How rude. Okay, I guess it's a fishing hole, but I stand by my statement. I also very rarely see platinum. So I haven't been able to find a star quality pixie berry. I haven't been able to find platinum. I found one node one time. And I don't know where these letters are for this quest, where I found some letters in a pile of dirt. They were in a pile of rubble. And if I find the rest of them, I will be getting a recipe. And we know I want the recipe for show. We need the recipe. Where am I? Is this by Bahari? Oh, I don't know how many pixie berries I'll find here. I feel like I need to go. I feel like I need to go south. I need to go into the deep woods. I don't think I've seen pixie berries in this area. You have a curse in that department. Your hair. Oh yeah, I read that. A good way to phrase it. Oh yeah. Well, thank you. I've done deep dives into the world of curly hair. You know, is how I learned about caring for it and different techniques to make it look good, and a lot of the techniques that people can try or ways that they can style their hair depend on what type of curl they have. So I have I've researched the topic. I've researched the topic a bit. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's yeah, I know where I'm at. I don't want to be here, but I will take this essence. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh shoot, I missed. Alear,
Trekking just resubscribed for 37 months.
Hi, Alear. Thank you so much for the resub. I really see. There goes that gamma change. Did you guys see that? 225. It just, you go from not being able to see anything to being able to see everything. Alear, hello. Hi. Good to see you. Thank you very much for the resub. I really appreciate you and your presence for 37 months. The resub is just very generous and kind of you. Thank you for all of those subs and for being a tier 2 subscriber. I get extra points for that and extra money for that. So thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're well. Good to see you. No, I want that. It's not going to disappear. Wait, is that platinum? No, it's pallium. I believe I checked this area for the letters and I didn't see them. Look at all these bouncies. Okay. So, anyway, because I have initially found letters in piles of rubble. Excuse me, a pile of rubble. It makes me think that perhaps the remaining letters are also going to be in a pile of rubble. I'm not sure. Just like the pixie berries. And I always check this area, but like I feel like there should be something down here. Hey, how you doing? Your little girl's watching too? Hi, Tink. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you're both having a wonderful day. Alear. How's everything going? I was just thinking about you the other day. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to hear from you. Are you still playing Diablo 4? I think you started playing that last month and you said that you were really enjoying it. I see a frog party up here where there's a frog party going on up here. I don't see any of the frogs. I'm still looking for those pixie berries. I see someone trying to catch it. Okay, those things are the hardest to hunt. Yes, still playing D4? Awesome. I'm so glad that you found a game you like. Is that an or? Oh, it's an orchid. Oh, pixie berries. There's a normal one. We're gonna pick them so that hopefully the HQ ones will spawn, right? You know, and you guys, you probably remember earlier, I did buy D4, but I still haven't played it. Back in the day, I had these wild, crazy dreams when I first got partner. I was like, oh, I'm going to stream variety. I'm going to stream everything. All the games. And here I am. Still a little bit of a creature of habit. Still sticking to the same games. That's okay. That is okay. Whatever makes us happy, right? Thought I saw a pixie berry over here, but I do not see one now. Here's the random slab of human remains. I meant to say ruins. Anyway. Oh, here's another one right over here. And so I gotta think about, too, with this game, like, where do they stash stuff for quests? You know, sometimes they're just, like, off in a corner somewhere. Oh, yeah, this is the frog party. I don't know. I don't know. Is there an etiquette for joining in on the frog party? I think you just gotta go for it. Offer to drop a lure. Where are those pixie berries? Where are they? Where? Frog hat. Yes, the frog hat. Yes. See, this looks like just the exact kind of place where, like, a quest item or a treasure chest or something would be. You would look forever and you wouldn't be able to find it unless you looked it up on someone's, like a streamer's guide or something. I don't want to follow a guide. I want to be able to find them myself. I should be able to find them myself. Perhaps I should be a little bit more methodical about searching the different sections of the map when it comes to these letters. Although I've got a feeling they're probably going to be over by the ruins. I don't think they're going to be on this side. I feel like they're going to be over by the ruins, over by Mauve. Or maybe even over by the bog. You know, the lake area. I'm in this area now looking for the pixie berries. Pixie berries. Still looking for them. And grabbing essence. This essence, you couldn't really tell that it was there. It was kind of see-through. Anyway. Just looking for pixie berries. Hopefully it does not take me 4 hours. I see pixie berries, but they're not sparkly. They're just regular. Oh no! I did get a star quality. I did get one. I got one. I got one. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice that I got one. I got one. Yay. Fantastic. See, you help. Yes. Yes, Bubbles. No. Oh, come on. I was totally way across that. Thank goodness for that vine there. Hey, did I not accept the party invite? I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. It doesn't show me. It doesn't show me in the party. I'm pretty sure I clicked yes. Yes, I would like to join the party. I would like to party with Bubbles. Okay, so now I want to go to the other side. To the, well, I don't know. Where's the pixie tree? It says that I need to put the crown at the pixie tree? What's the pixie tree? Drop the berry. I'm sorry, the berry. Drop the berry at the pixie's tree. Is it where I found the crown? Now that you have the perfect berry, you should take it to the elderwood where the pixie can find it. Drop the berry at the pixie's tree. Yes. my first thought is to go where the where I found the crown. I mean, I can go over there. Oh, I see Bubbles. I see you, Bubbles. I see you all the way up there, Bubbles. Is this where the stable is? Am I in the right place? Yes. For my many hours long climb up to the stables. I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Shucks. This stable is awesome. It's in such a good location. This is great. Man, why I gotta be like this? You could take a break while I climb up to the stable. I mean, I get that this is still easier than running all the way over there. It's not exactly a complaint. It's you know, it was a choice to put it up here. Okay, Bubbles, I'm going to Mauve way. Here I go. Here we go. Okay, so I found the crown over here. What should we do together, Bubbles? What do you want to do? Do you want to hunt? Do you want to, was there something that you're already doing that I can join you in? I'm still not in the party, though. Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. It's right here. This is where I found the crown. Kind of. It was like on a tree over here or something. Talk to the Pixie Queen? Where's the Pixie Queen? Chat? Something smells divine. Oh, I simply must have a bite. Just a taste or two. Or three. Well, I can't just leave such a tiny piece behind. Oh, who are you? I'm Carrie. Well, nice to meet you, Carrie. I am Her Majesty Florapina Carolina. It rolls right off the tongue. Or at least that is what I think I will name myself. Okay. The bees, they bring me so much tribute, but I do so tire of pollen and nectar. Now tell me, my newest and dearest subject, do you have other business, or did you simply come here to admire me? I wish we could see the Pixie Queen. We don't actually see her. I came to return your crown. Oh, I've been looking everywhere for that. You down for anything? You're going to leave party and let you make one. Okay. Okay. I instructed the bees to make me a new one, but they have struggled in vain to shape wax into anything that is not hexagonal in nature. You can have a hexagonal, I mean, that would make a cool crown. It would still work. Thank you so much. My stately exoskeleton can now finally match my glowing personality. If you say so. We're definitely taking your word for it here. Show yourself, Queen Bee. No, it's a Pixie Queen. The Pixie Queen. Shh, looking very ethereal. Oh, I must find some way to repay you. I am a humble ruler, after all. I know, take this. And do return someday with more of your delightful berries. Ooh, it's a grow all out gazebo. A grow all out gazebo. Yes. That's it. Oh yeah, so we still have the One Majiri's Trash quest. That's kind of been an ongoing sort of bartering, trading quest where it started with a paper clip and it has evolved to a mud mask. A mud mask. Who would want a mud mask? I don't know. Okay, Bubbles. I'm inviting you to a party. I feel like this is like the slipperiest of all the Ogopoo. I wonder what happens. Is there a whirlpool over there? I sure hope not. It's just standing there. And then it ran right toward me. Well, that was easy. Wave back Ogopoo scale. And a sacred flower. Hey, that's awesome. I did it all by myself, too. Now, look here. I wasn't even going to bother you. How am I missing? Oh, okay. I know how I missed that time. That was terrible. I shouldn't have missed those first few though. It should have totally been mine. This thing's gonna spit on me. Going to restart the game. It's telling you if you fail on joining. Okay, sounds good. See you soon. These seem to be pretty easy to catch. Grumpy Granite Rockhopper. Why is this glowing? It's glowing. It's glowing. Why is it glowing? Oh, wait. That's not the one that I was shooting at before. Okay, nice, nice. Schmolspore. Okay, I came out here to search for those letters. I came out to search for the letters. Or do whatever Bubbles wants to do. We can do more hunting. I'm searching for letters. Ooh, what have we back here? Is there another shrine? Is there a pile of letters? No. 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 Oh. Neither. There's neither. Maybe now is the time that I try to be a little more organized in my search. What do you mean I can't climb up here? It's not even that tall. That's so weird. It's weird the way they're putting limitations on how high we can climb in this expansion. Because like in Bahari, you can climb all the way to the top to a lot of the cliffs and just like go right over them. But we can't do that, it seems, in this expansion. Okay. Let me collect all this essence that's here. There's so much of it. So where else could I potentially find these letters beside just finding them on the ground? Are there old houses or structures anywhere? That's why I came over here. I was thinking, okay, well, these are the ruins. Maybe there's something over here in the ruins, a structure or some other place that looks like maybe Umbrons or humans used to live. But I'm not sure it's looking like that so far. But honestly, they could really be anywhere. Hello, hello. I want to jump up here. Okay. Oh no, I was just up here. Right, okay. Trying to be a little more methodical about where I search. This is connected to that other part. Yeah, okay. No problem. Let's see. Definitely not over here where we found the invisible pixie queen. Was that a bug? Was I just not able to see her? Or is there's actually the pixie queen is just not visible? Oh, there are berries over here. I could have been looking for berries over here the whole time. Oh, I think I want to try to go up on that ledge over there. Or let's look over here for these letters. Oh, you know what? It'd probably be smarter. Back to business. You were looking for star, flamed horned rockhopper. Oh. Okay. Do you think those will pop up on that up on that area where everyone is farming the rockhoppers? Do they pop up over there? Do you know where they are, Bubbles? I can help you try to find one. I could try to catch it, although y'all will probably remember how not good I am at catching insects. Remember that one time that me and Gigi Pond found a star quality rainbow tip butterfly and I couldn't hit it? I kept missing. Even though we were in a party, I didn't get to loot it. Were we in a party? I don't remember, but I wasn't able to loot it. Because I failed to hit it with any of my smoke bombs and it got away. And that, to this day, is still the only star quality rainbow tip butterfly I have ever seen in this game. But you know, I'm not doing any of the hacks. I'm not doing any of the cool kid tricks. You know, I'm not trying to take over servers or whatever it takes in order to hunt plushies in a group. I'm not trying to do any of that cool kid stuff. But that's partially because I'm a giant nerd, but also because I've never tried. And I don't really know what doing that would take. So I just need to learn. I bet you Gigi Pond knows how to do all that cool kid stuff. Okay, I don't see any letters over here. I feel like I'm doing a good job looking. They say they are all over the map. That means we go practice more. Yep, that's true. Okay. Oh, here's one of those beetles. Oh, those are pretty easy to catch. Draugr beetle, not a big deal. So I don't think that this rockhopper is one of the lame ones. Oh, listen here, sir. I wasn't even... Ma'am, I wasn't even going to mess with you today. I was just going to leave you alone. It was just a basic rockhopper. A lot of material and repetitive motions. It does make sense. That makes sense. It sounds like when I learned how to type. Back in the day, my friends, we learned how to type on typewriters. And when we had to take tests, when we had to do our typing tests, the teacher would come around the room and she had a piece of paper in her hand and she would hold it over your typewriter so that you can't see your hands to do the tests. That's how old I am. Typewriters. Only the special classrooms had computers. They weren't in every classroom. We had some computer classrooms. We had some computer labs. But they weren't really used very heavily at that point. It was still a new concept. You had a class for it? For typing? I know you can't be as old as me because I'm super old. Oh, come on. This looks like an area for someone to stash some letters. Let me up here, Palia. Why are you ruining my dreams? Why can't I get up here? This seems a little ridiculous. Come on now. Old enough, ma'am. Gotcha. I hear you. I'm gonna go slowly. No jump tricks. Just gonna very slowly climb my way up here. This looks like somewhere that someone would stash some letters containing recipes. Looks like a... What is that? Is that supposed to be like, Oh, geez. What are those, I don't play enough Cyrodiil. What are those big, giant crossbow war siege machines? Is that what that's supposed to be? Okay, this looks like the perfect place to stash some letters for a quest. But look, there are none here. I struggled to climb up here, and there are no letters. What is that? Can I climb up there? I mean, I feel like I should be able to get up there. This looks like a jumping puzzle. Is there a way to get up there, like maybe from over here? Is this a challenge or a waste of time? All right, all right, all right. Treasure! Look what I found. Treasure. It's a fishing. Am I looking for recipes? I'm looking for the quest item. The quest item, Little Bumble's Pie. Oh, I forget. You can't see my quests because they're behind me. Behind my camera. I'm looking for the quest item for Little Bumble's Pie. You find the first group of letters in the place. The central stables for Elderwood. You find them in there. Oh no, I'm definitely up here. I'm up here. You can't tell me that I'm not. Anyway, so you find them in some rubble upstairs. Along, you know how you can climb up that rope in the central stables and there's like a bunch of walkways on the top? They were up there in a pile of rubble. Why can't I climb up here? It's like just right there. I'm totally capable of it. They're not letting us climb as much in this expansion. Okay. 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 This is cool. Am I making some discoveries here? But yeah, no, it's not necessarily looking for recipes, but I believe that once you finish this quest, you do receive a recipe. I can't get past this part. Oh, maybe I can. Hey, you know, I think I should be able to jump on that. Shucks. Can I jump over this? Maybe if I get a running start. Well, nope, that's not gonna work. Well, my fun's been ruined. Oh! Never mind. Ha! Take that. Okay. I'm making new discoveries here. Oh! See, when there's a will, there's a way. Okay. No, I think that's the end of my adventure. Because you can't get up on this ledge. Shucks. Is there something up there? It sure sounds like it. Oh no, maybe I'm just hearing the like the purple misty stuff that's down below. Well, I'm sure I've gone beyond where I'm supposed to be going. I really wish I'd made it up on this ledge. Very disappointed that I missed. Well, either way, I don't think there's a quest item up there. I've done more than enough due diligence to determine that the quest item is not up there. Let us continue. I did find a treasure, and that was cool. Okay, are there any other structures out here? Let's see. So have you found and done that quest already, Bubbles? Do you know which one? Oh, that one you said. Okay. Did you already finish it? Oh, I found a shrine! Yay! Let's put it on the map. Oh, I have... Yes! Artifact mystery bag! Yeah! You finished it already? Of course you did. Okay. You're good at this game, and I'm a big newbie. Major newbie player. Oh, hey, we're supposed to join a party together. I'm so sorry, Bubbles. I'm inviting you to a party. Sorry, I was reading and talking at the same time. It's quite tricky, okay? It's tricky. Wow, this is cool. Doesn't want me to keep doing that. Okay, okay. That's fine. We'll find another way. Maybe this one. Ooh, this one's probably a bit too steep. Oh no. Like, no, come on up. I was kind of expecting to see a treasure chest up here. Well, we know we can't climb this tree very high, so... I'm still not getting a party invite. You know, the problem could be me. It could be me, Bubbles. I don't know why I'm climbing. Well, I didn't find my letters, but... I did find a, oh, what is this? What is this? Is this the rummage pile? No. No, I don't think so. 26 minutes, a frog hat. Thank you, Gumps. Debia, thanks for redeeming Moogaliers. Good frog hat deal, yes. A real steal. I always forget that I have it on. It's so cozy. This isn't the new rummage pile. These are just ruins, right? All right, let's climb up on top of this thing. Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking I might find it up. I'm just trying to be very thorough. Okay, so I've looked inside that space. I've looked all over that wall by the ruins over there. I've explored those rocks as high as I could go. Oh, this is our little hunting area from the other day, isn't it? Yeah, it sure is. So, this is the next area to search. It's probably going to be in the... What the heck was that? It says I joined the party. Request. It doesn't want me to do anything while I'm climbing. Not in a party. It worked? Okay. I don't see myself being in the party, but... I believe you. I can see you chatting in the party chat. Must sleep. Have a good night. Lovely to see you. Lofonos also has to call it a night pretty early tonight. No worries. Have a nice night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, Lofonos. It was good to chat with you tonight. You're going to keep me hat swapping all night. That's fine. That's what they're there for. Must sleep. Have a good night. Same, Bruce. Same. I don't know if you noticed, but we've got the Jackboxes back on the in the Discord events. We're doing them monthly. So the next one is in 3 weeks. 3 weeks for the next Jackbox. Keep an eye out for it. Hopefully you can join. Anyway, have a great night, Bruce. Good night, Lofonos. Appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, here's one of the Bubbles, come get this. Lotus. Get the Lotus, or did you already get it? Haha, I took it. I took it. All right, so you're looking for the Froggers, the flame-tipped ones. I want to say I've seen one. It worked. You grabbed it? Okay. I want to say I have seen one of them, but I don't recall where. I don't remember where I saw it. Ooh, what is this? There's a star quality creature I caught up here. This insect. Ooh, what is that? Is it just a sacred flower just for the taking? Yes! Okay, this looks like the perfect place for there to be a stack of letters. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the pallium. This looks like the perfect place for this quest to have continuation. But no, there's no quest item in here. There's no quest, there's no... I mean, can I dig it up? Nope. Nope, I can't dig anything up. I can't break anything. There's no... Oh, inspect. Would you like to pay the pixie to unlock the Elderwood Mossy Rug? Oh, decline. Okay, cool. Well, that's nice. So the purpose of this area... Goodness gracious. The purpose of this area, then, is to provide a spot to put the rug. But not letters for a quest. We are just not able to climb up on top of anything in Elderwood, are we? That's disappointing. We used to be able to climb on top of everything. Even in Kilima, you can climb all the way to the top if you want to. Oh. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help. Oh, shucks. I think I did hit it one time. That's an improvement. Excuse me. You can't see my Moogliers, can you? I'll sit down in my chair. I forgot I shifted the camera. I'll have to make more adjustments. Alright, I'm gonna follow you, Bubbles. And, you know, maybe I will find them. Maybe I will find those letters. Look at us, we're twins. No. Uh-huh. I saw what you said, Bubbles. I think I'm doing a good job looking around on my own, though, to be fair. I'm really trying to be methodical about it and thorough. Ugh. Yeah, we are just not allowed to climb on things in this expansion. That's the best way. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Oh, this totally looks like a ruins area. This looks like the kind of place where someone would leave behind old letters. Do you hear me trying to manifest it? There's treasure! Insect mystery bag. I got an insect mystery bag. Oh, there's a bouncer up here. Is that to help you find the treasure? Probably. Probably. Where are the letters? No one. Oh, I'm not asking you to show me. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Oh, I got it! No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I wasn't using the right. I would have gotten it if I was using the right ammo. Nice. Very nice, Bubbles. He was headed right for this whirlpool over here. And didn't make it. Because we are expert hunters. And by we, I mean you. I don't think I've looked around in this area. Oh, I have some loot bags. I have some loot bags that I didn't realize I had. Bubbles. I'm gonna go loot them before they disappear. So sorry. I'm just squirreling all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get the loots. There's so much loot over here. Read. I think I read this already. Yeah. That's one of those logs. I did read it. Oh, where is this loot? Did you get some schmoles? You did. You got some schmoles. Whack a schmole. You've looted every type of schmole spore. Schmole mounted trophy. Nice. Thanks, Bubbles. I got a trophy from that. You're the best. Loot bag. Where's the loot bag? Oh, it's up here. Yay for the trophy. Thank you. Okay, so my inventory is also getting kind of full. Schmole mounted trophy. I got a pixie schmole spore. Oh yeah, and I forgot I have this artifact mystery bag. War-torn mermaid. I did not have that one before. That's a new one for me. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm glad I went back to loot. I might have totally missed out on that trophy. I'm on my way, friend. I see you. I'm coming. Oh my gosh. Are you... Is that a shark? Did you get it? Oh no. Wait, no, did you get it? Did you get the shark? I haven't seen one yet. Oh no, you lost it. I'm sorry. That stinks. There's some essence over here. Okay, are there letters under this spot? Letters. There's pixie berries. So I did want to check this like little village area that's kind of over here. Here's a shrine. Did I do this one already? No, I didn't. Artifact mystery bag. Yes. Amazing. Umbron painting number 3. I think that's new for me. Oh, are there letters in here? No. No letters. Okay. This place looks perfect for that kind of stuff. I didn't mean to go this way. I wanted to go this way. Look at all these piles. Look at all these piles of debris. I mean, I hear something, but I think that's just the chair to get the recipe. I have been through here, but I didn't like check the piles or whatever. And I get that the next one might not necessarily be in a pile of rubble like the first ones were. I don't know. Just covered all my bases, I suppose. I mean, just because this area, it looks like, you know, people lived here. Forgot to use buffs, so when you go fishing, I recommend fishing food buffs. Okay. So you made it up there? Oh, oh. Where did you make it to? I see a loot bag. Okay, hold on. Where did you make it to? Oh, up here. Oh, up here. I made it up here too. Thanks to the bouncy. Oh, oh. We're on top of the house. Are there letters up here? Look, I'm on the house. I don't see any letters. I do see a loot bag though. Nope, it's not going to let me go any higher. Even though I was practically already up there. Oh, what is this? Interesting rug. It's just so weird how like it just ends right here at this rock. That loot bag is pretty... Let me go grab it. There's another one of your loot bags calling to me over here. Bubbles. I must go get it. You know, I never really looked around in this little spot. I never looked around in this little spot. Looks like there should be some treasure up here. No treasure. Where's the loot bag? I see you, Bubbles. 33 meters this way. Is it up top? Is it on top of this, whatever this is? Oh, it's over here by the... No. Yes, no. Yes? No? 1 meter? It says there's a loot bag here. Decline. Is it... Where is it? Is it up top? Won't let me get up here. Won't let me get up here. I don't know where this loot bag is. Oops. It's telling me that there's one. Oh, it's gone now. It was messing with me. It was pulling my leg. Okay. I'm gonna follow you. Or I thought I was. Did you want to hunt here? Do you have the special... We don't need a special arrow amulet, or was that Gigi Pawn? You're looking for frogs. Okay. I can follow you. Gigi had it. Okay. My inventory is full. Okay. Is this where you want to look for frogs? Do you want to go up to that place where everyone's using the lures? I didn't realize I'd run out of focus. You don't have a lure? I do. I do. I have like 3 of them. But that's over on the other side of the map though, isn't it? Deep woods. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. I do need to go empty my inventory though. Do I have enough bombs? I made a bunch. I made a bunch before I started. How much is enough? This is how many I have. I have 182 regular bombs, and I have 212 of the Elderwood bombs. Do I need more? I probably need more, huh? Well, my inventory is full anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and head back. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I have some things I can sell. I saw this beetle. Because I have 2 of them already in storage. Oh, I've got to turn in those artifacts. So let's see. What would I sell? Of these things, just these guys. That's it. I don't have any other insects or anything else in here that I would want to sell. I'm going to keep the rest of it. So let's see. We'll keep these and this. Let's keep all this stuff. Keeping everything. We're keeping everything. We'll have to expand storage, I'm sure, eventually. Probably sooner rather than later. Did I just put an artifact in there? I did, didn't I? I just put an artifact in there. There it is. Okay. At first I thought it was some kind of a like meat. It looks a lot like those scales. Whatever. It's fine. This is fine. So for my locked storage, I have a star quality blushing butterfly. Very nice. Okay, these are 2 artifacts. And then let's open these up. Got some fishes. I got a star quality lake shark from that fishing mystery bag. It feels like cheating. Does that count as me having caught one? We're gonna put that in the safe storage as well. Star quality lake shark. Placeable. Maybe I should place it. That's funny. Okay. So let's sell these other regular ones. This one, this one. I'm pretty sure I have a star quality devilfish. Oh, it sells for quite a bit. 430 gold. Great. Oh, and these 2. And then I've got a trophy I want to put on the wall. In here, where I put the rest of my trophies. Let's see. Where? I'll put it up here. Oh my gosh, it's a good size. Ha! I love it. It's beautiful. Don't forget to repair. Oh. Looking pretty good. Maybe my bow. I appreciate that though. Since it broke last time. And then let's also place this furniture. Is this one of those furnishings where you can water it or grow it and then get a seed for it? 20 minutes of Moogle ears, even though they were cut off on the camera. I'm gonna have to adjust that. Thank you, Palia. Appreciate you. Okay, so this is where I have all my grow all out stuff. All my trees that I've been growing. This is one day. Oh, it hasn't grown yet. Look how large it is. Wow. Okay, love this. Love this. And we need to water it. Right in the middle. Yes! Okay, that's incredible. I love it. I love it. All my trees are neglected. I haven't been here to water my trees in a long time. I'll get to it, I promise. Okay. Perfection. I still have a lot to do when it comes to my plots. I have plans. Oh, shucks. I need more bombs, don't I? I think you said I needed more of one of the things I had. Let me go back and check the chat. I totally spaced it. Okay. Oh, you said I should be good. Okay, perfect. I would like the ability to repair at places other than in Kilima without having like repair materials on me. You were about to bother me in the home. It would be no bother. I'm coming over here to the blacksmith to repair my stuff so that I can repair without needing materials. There we go. Just to be extra safe. Okay. So let's go back to the central stables of Elderwood, or that's where I'm going to go. Where do we go? Where should we go next to find the frogs? Is three smoke or 3 honey lures? Is that going to be enough? Okay, so I feel like I've looked pretty thoroughly through Lilac Cavern and Je ne sais pas. I've been all over the deep woods looking for pixie berries. I can't say that I've definitely been thorough enough to the point where I don't think I've come across the letters. What I really need to do is look around in this area where there are all of those reeds. Plus, I know that deep woods are often where the rummage piles are. I feel like I looked around on most of the docks, but not all of them. And I also feel like I could probably keep looking in the cave. But I really did think that, like, over here where all the ruins are would be my best bet. And I feel like I looked through them pretty well and didn't see anything. Even scaling the walls and, you know, trying to climb up on all of the cliffs. The very short cliffs that we can't climb on top of. I don't think I've looked along the aqueduct. And I know that this right here is where the people are doing all the froggy hunting. Okay, so... Hi, Bubbles. So is that where you want to go? Do you want to go down to the... down to that ledge and use a lure? Over here? Is that what you'd like to do? Let's get some frogs. Okay. You're the one looking for some frogs right now. I'm just along for the fun and the practice. I mean, they certainly... Oh, actually, let me... They certainly wouldn't put more of those letters here, would they? They wouldn't be here, would they? Let me turn in my relics. I have 2 relics to turn in. Oh, Jazz. Hi, Jazz. How are you, my friend? War-torn and Umbron. Okay, Umbron painting. Did I finish it? I did. I finished it and I got some fun books. Sweet. Oh, and I'm going to get another one. Here is The Mermaid. Wow, I finished that one. Okay. So should I be spending my bucks? I haven't been spending any bucks. Tired? Weather stuff needs to calm down. Otherwise, glad to see you and your cuteness. Oh gosh, I hope it calms down soon. I'm sorry to hear it, Jazz, my dear. Treasure tracker, artifact tracker. Oh, amulet schematics. Oh, requirements not met. Unlocked by fully upgrading a relic. Bag of illusions. So this is what I should be spending my bucks on, right? These amulet schematics. Gives you a buff to all infected essence gathered when equipped. Further upgrades increase the buff percentage. Like, I feel like I should be buying these. Ooh, quest accepted. Essence Hunter. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy these schematics. Artifact tracker. A tracker that allows you to find artifacts hidden in the ground? Oh. Maybe eventually do that also. You have the bag and amulet.
All science is really just logical lies.
So the Elderwood Idol. You seek to see the unseeable. A noble goal as long as you are not afraid of them seeing you back. Who are they? You know. Them. The idol's eyes glow bright in the presence of bright-eye infected things. The first version of the design is only attuned to forage, but I have some ideas on how we might upgrade it. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the Elderwoods are cursed with rampant bright-eye activity. Okay. As long as you keep this idol by your side, you'll be able to avoid running into anything dangerous. Now, one of the ingredients is a secret between you and me, all right? Okay, yeah, okay, sure. You see, you'll need an enchanting runestone. They're illegal for me to possess, but if you happen to stumble upon any of them, well, the powers that be can't stop you, can they? Once you've collected all the materials, return to me and I'll walk you through the forging process. Okay. I want to make the Bright Eye Amulet. Oh my. The Bright Eye Amulet? Are you sure? It seems useful. That's how it always begins. I imagine the first humans thought that about Flow too, and you were all banished to the underground cities for it. Before you commit to making the Bright Eye Amulet, you should know that what forces you might anger. Uh-oh. You see, this amulet is designed to attract bright eyes to you. It's like pal catnip. The more you charge it up, the stronger its attraction becomes. Now that I think about it, you've proven yourself pretty capable of handling things. In fact, you might be the perfect owner for it. Now, one of the ingredients is a secret. Another secret. Between you and me, all right? You see, you'll need an enchanting runestone. They're illegal for me, so this is the same. It's the same. Oops. One more.
Caught any cryptids lately?
I want to make the Bag of Illusion. My most exciting idea yet. You see, the herbs placed inside the pouch allow you to disguise yourself as a bright eye. With this, you might even be able to infiltrate one of their dark moon parties. That sounds perfect. I love a good party. Oh, you wouldn't like a dark moon party. All the food is rotten, and dancing is strictly forbidden. Oh, that doesn't sound nice. It doesn't sound nice. Well, for this relic, I asked Tamala about how she came up with the idea for the infected potion. Ingesting Bright Eye essence sounds like it tastes terrible, so I decided to come up with something that would let you bypass that altogether. And then one of the ingredients is secret. You need an enchanting runestone once you've collected all the materials.
Convinced you're truly yourself at the moment.
I think I have one. I do have an enchanting runestone. So which one is it that I want to get? Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi, Raiders. Hi, Rifa Games. Good to see you. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. It is really great to meet all of you. Hi. Hello, my name is Carrie. I'm an MMORPG variety streamer, so I play games like ESO and Palia, sometimes 14, Guild Wars 2, all this little info over here. A little bit about me. Hello and welcome. Really great to meet you. Hi, Hoku. Welcome in. Hey, Planet B. Good to see you, friend. Kalavek. Hi, welcome in. My One Angel. Good to see you. Bridma Games, hello. Flight is arriving, hello. Welcome everyone. Great to meet you. Band nerds rule. I couldn't agree more. I was a band nerd from 3rd grade all the way up till I graduated high school. We could have some good conversation about those days because I was really into it. Sweet Potato, hello. Welcome. Hi, Shivers. Grand Spare, hi. Welcome in, everyone. You love Guild Wars. Thank you for the shouty, of course. Hey, Planet B. How's it going? Good to see you both. Hi, Guildies. What's new? How's it going? Okay, so you told me, Ms. Bubbles, you told me in the Twitch chat. Okay, so sometimes it's in the Twitch chat and sometimes it's in the Palia chat. You have the bag and the amulet. So I will make the other one. Hi, Guildie. We're in 2 guilds together. We are. Yes. That's you. You're a Guildie now. I know. It's so great. Oh, and earlier you were gifted a sub. Congrats on your gift sub. I hope you enjoy the emotes. We are all guildies, and it has just been so amazing to see the crazy growth. Crazy in a good way, by the way. I don't ever mean like the bad way when I say it. I'm just kind of old school, so I still say stuff like that. I'm working on it. Anyway, it's been amazing just to see the explosive growth of the guilds. I joined in October of 2023, about 2 weeks after I received Twitch Partner, so it was like I had just applied because back then it was partner only, but 2 weeks later they opened it to affiliates and a bunch of people applied and they let us all in. But even since then, like every new group that joins the Women's Guild, that's the first one I joined, was the Women's Guild. It just gets larger and larger and larger, and it's just such a wonderful community. It's great to see how everyone interacts and is their authentic selves and shares information and stories and resources, and it's just so supportive, and all the collabs and everything that happens. It's great. And the Pride Guild is the same way. There's a lot going on in there too. They're just such amazing spaces. When you got in, it was a huge group. It's been a lot of them. It started off kind of small. There was my group was the first big group that they added in, and then after that there were like little smaller groups that came in over like the last year after I joined. But since then they've been letting in larger and larger groups at a time, and it is just amazing. Okay, let me see if I can remember my train of thought here. So I want to make the other relic. What's the other relic that you don't have? I've completely lost my train of thought here. Let's see. The Bright Eye Amulet schematic, the Elderwood Idol, or the Bag of Illusion. So it would be this one. It would be the Elderwood Idol. This one. So I have to unpin these other quests to pin these quests. So this one, Elderwood Idol schematic. Hey, thank you for the follow. Wild Growth, when you got it when it was a huge group, feels incredibly safe in there. It's so refreshing. That is 100% true. Everyone does an amazing job of protecting the space. It's so perfect. You need to collab more with everything. Me too. Me too. I was just thinking the same thing. Especially with Palia. I think that'd be a great opportunity. I did my very first stream together with Steph of Anime a couple weeks ago for the Dream Express raid train, which is where I think I met a lot of you. Anyway, and it was so heckin' fun. I want to try it again. I remember when the whole stream together thing first started, and I think people were just like, they've always been kind of unsure about it. But once we started using the shared chat is where it's at. Ooh, that rhymes. That rhymes. The shared chat is where it's at, y'all. It is so much fun. You love to collab. They just added stream together, shared hype trains. I saw that. You've collabed a lot, but not with guildies. We're here and ready. Would love to do some collabs. I haven't done a lot of them, but like I said, I really had a blast with the shared chat in the stream together, and I would love to do more of that. Okay, Bubbles, are you ready to go? I know it's been some time, but I did get a little distracted. I spy with my little eye 3 guilty Palia streamers. I know. Have you seen the Palia thread that's in the gaming forum? It was started by Digipop. There are a lot of Palia guildies that I know of in the Women's Guild. I don't know if there is something similar in the Pride Guild, but I'm sure you will find them. Oh, you haven't? Okay, so it is in the gaming forums. You know how we have all the different forums? It is under... let's see. Palia under gaming. I'm gonna ping you, Planet B. I pinged you, Planet B. I hope you don't mind. Now you can find it easily. You have not. You ran over to find it. I'm in. Okay, good. I sent you a little ping. Bubbles. Thanks for the green lights, Jazz. I appreciate you, my dear. Okay, let's go, Bubbles. I'm going to follow you. Where are we going? I'm going to follow you. I need grumpy granite rock hoppers for my quest. Oh my gosh, I think I just sold like 2 of them. It's okay. It's fine. We're going to get more frogs. Yep. And I have white stone slabs in my storage. Take me to the ledge. Okay. Well, we need to take the stable. Let's see. We're going to go to Deep Woods. So we're getting in on the froggy goodness. We're going to be getting in on some of this froggy goodness. I'm surprised they haven't patched it yet. And it's just right over here in the in F9. F9 is where we're going. Which is this way. Right? Yeah, this way. I'm just gonna coast. Go for it. I don't know where we'll land, but it should be close. Oh my gosh, you literally land on it. How is there no one here? There's no one here. Okay, I'll use a lure. And get your smoke bombs ready. I think this is where I've been seeing people put their lures. Ah, no, not another one. Cancel. Okay, here we go. Where they at? I don't see them. I'm seeing pixies, but I'm not seeing the froggers. There's no frogs. Is it only during a certain time of day? So far, it's all pixies, right? I keep wanting to throw smoke bombs at our bees. This sometimes happens. Do we need to maybe switch servers? Oh, I missed one. I got one and I missed the other. Okay. Okay. Oh, nope. It's all pixies. Oh, there's a frog over here. It's getting away. Okay, we got that one. So this sometimes happens, you said. Oh, there's a frog. Okay. There's a couple. Good job. Okay, so which ones are these? I don't know what they are. So the grumpy ones are the ones I need. Why is this one glowing? Oh, because it's star quality? Do they glow green now if they're star quality? Interesting. Okay, there's another grumpy. I need 12 of them. Oh, there's more frogs. Okay, I got one of the will-o'-the-wisp rock hoppers. All right, I'm seeing lots of frogs now. Are you still here, Bubbles? Oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. There's so many. I can't even see them all. I can't even tell which ones need to be picked up and which ones are good to go. Holy heck, there's so many of them. Whoa. Oh, there's one that needs a different smoke bomb. I got it. So many smoke bombs. Did we get it? Where did it go? Oh, heck. I think we did. I feel like we got it. Oh, my friends, there is an ad break that's about to start, and I totally forgot to snooze it. If you are stuck with the ads, or those of you that maybe came with the raid and you need to raid and rest, please take great care of yourselves. Please go take a break. Grab a snack, get some water, stretch, look away from the screen. We'll be here after those ads. Okay, I did get the infected one. Look at my outfit, it's so glowy. Oh, thank you for the wood and the essence, my friend. There's a star quality one. Okay, that did get really crazy. I sort of love it. Hey, Sasarai, good to see you. All pixies, I know they were all pixies at first, but those little froggers did come out. Okay, you want to do another one? Bubbles, are you ready? Let's do another one. Sure. All right, so we start off with pigsies. Cancel, cancel. I always forget to put away my lures. Oh, I keep throwing bombs at your cute little honeybee. I don't want to catch the bees. We must save them. So it seems like last time we started off with lots of pixies, but maybe we'll get some froggers later. And I think I've got the lure in the right spot. I want to say I came up here earlier today, before my stream, and this is where people were hanging out with their lures. It seemed to be close to the wall. I don't know if that has an impact on it. Come on, little froggers. We want to be your friend. Oh, I am throwing. There we go. Sneaky bombs. I wonder how long I threw those sneaky bombs. Okay. Those are gonna be this. I feel like I got that one. Okay, good, good. I saw a couple other infected ones. I don't see them now. Oh gosh, it's all pixies again. Ooh, that one's fast. Look how fast it is. Come back here. Did I get it? Oh, shucks. Okay, I was gonna go for the frogger. Okay, here's a frog. Here's one. Okay. Are the frogs popping up yet? Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Oh, too slow on the infected one. I didn't see it. They seem to come out toward the end of the Lord, right? So many pixies. Oh, here's another one. Oh, shucks. Missed it. I didn't see it until too late. Okay. I haven't seen any of the ones that you're looking for, though. My dear friend. Bubbles. Right, we haven't gotten any from this, from the lures up here, have we? Do you think that maybe those are only... So we haven't seen any of the flame tipped, is that right? Is that what it's called, the ones you're looking for? We haven't seen any of those, have we? Let's see, and of the grumpy granite rock hoppers, I have 6. We're getting most of the, mostly the will-o'-the-wisp ones. I have one more lure if you would like to try again. I wonder if time of day affects it at all. No fire ones. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to place the lure in a slightly different location this time. Let's just put it right here. That's my last one. Frogs! Okay, so maybe the location does have an impact on it. Oh my gosh! Everywhere! They're everywhere! Oh shucks, I missed the infected one. It just takes way too long to switch ammo. It takes too long to switch ammo. Oh no, I didn't mean to switch that time. No, get back here. Is that it? Is it caught? It is. That took some time. I was trying to get the infected one. Oh, there's another infected one. Oh, there's another one. It's so funny how it rubber bands when it tries to run away. Oh my gosh, those take so many smoke bombs. There's so many! There's so many! Can't possibly keep up! I'm trying! There's so many! Hey, little frog. Oh my gosh. There's so many! Oh, now we're throwing sneaky bombs because I ran out of regular ones, which is totally fine. These infected ones take so many bombs. There we go. Finally got that one. And I'm out of regular bombs, so we're using sneaky bombs now. Oops, he's already been caught. That one's already been caught. Okay, this one's taken a few. No, I want to use these sneaky bombs. Oh, shucks. I missed. Okay, okay. Okay, those have all already been caught. All right. Bug catching now level 22. It does seem to be mostly those will-o'-the-wisp rock hoppers. Are those the ones that sell? Okay. Yeah, it is a good spot. Let's see. It doesn't... this doesn't seem... It doesn't this... Oh, that spawns up here from what you see. Good spot. Yeah, so this is... Oh, have you not heard about this, Bubbles? So this little area... We think that they might actually patch it. We think they might patch it. Gigipon, you're coming? You want to come to the party? I need to get more, I need to make more bombs. I'll be back. I'll be right back, Bubbles. Hey, Digipon, how's your day? Good to see you. Coming with another 10 lures? Perfect. I need more smoke bombs, though. I've already gone through like 400 of them. And not just because I'm a bad shot at all. It has nothing to do with it. So I need the grumpy granite rock hoppers for my amulet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these do sell. These will-o'-the-wisp rock hoppers, 440 a piece. My goodness gracious. And I've got 9-star quality veil pixies. I don't need those. Let me keep one. I don't think I have one of those in my safe storage. So we'll keep that. I should keep one of these star quality ones. Okay. And then regular storage, we'll put away this wood. Froggy party. Gumpsy, you want to join the froggy party? Oh, wait. We can have 4 people in a party, right? Oh, wait a minute. You're on a new character. You probably haven't gotten to Elderwood yet, have you? Speaking of which, I would like to stream the newly updated new player experience. I'm thinking I might do that Friday. If I do Friday, speaking of which, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream on Fridays going forward. I might have to switch to Thursdays instead, which is fine. I mean, not much of a difference there for me between Thursday and Friday. Oh, let's be real. I'm gonna need more than that. Yeah, you don't think you can? That's right. I for a moment forgot that you were on a new character. We used up all of our sneaky bombs. Let me make a few more sneaky bombs. I don't know if I'll use them, but just in case. Let's make some more. Sasarai, thank you so much. I really could use it because I'm having a rough work week this week. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the 3-stream streak. Let's go. Streaking in the chat. Thank you, Sasarai. Okay, friends, I'm on my way back. Oh, I also totally ran out of focus during that. Okay, on my way back. I'll be right there. Hi, Lady Ryan. How are you? Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. All right. Hello. I'm trying to click on the stables. Okay, perfect. Deep woods. Oh, we need to probably server sync, don't we? Probably. Are we on the same server? Wait, no, that's not party. Can you send me a request to sync? You're all right. Your husband just ordered you a new computer parts to upgrade your computer and fix some of the problems. Yay! That's incredible. That's so cool, Lady Riot. Yay, that's awesome. Oh, I see Gigipon. Hey, Gigipon. Are we all already in the same server? Okay. Looks like we are. Hello, hello. Here we are. I guess I didn't really need to do that. Ooh, a flotato. Thank you. You stayed here, so we are in the same. Okay, perfect. Getting an I-9 because it was literally a penny more than the 7. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think when I upgrade my computer, I'm going to stick with AMD. Especially since there are certain generations of Intel processors that you got to kind of keep an eye out for. Was it the 13th or 14th gen? One of the two. That they had a lot of issues with. All right. Great. That was awesome. I really appreciate that amulet that you have. Which one is that? Again, that does the so that you can collect everything without needing like the special infected items. All right, here we go. It's time to catch some frogs. Oh, we missed that one. Too slow. Oh, they gave me that one. I should have missed that one. Oh, heck. This one's the star quality, I think. Hold still. No, it's not. I mean, after a minute, it gets tough to tell which ones are dazed and which ones aren't. I'm gonna pick some up. So many frogs! They're all just kind of grouped together here. Okay, little frogs. Some of these are taking more than one. That one only took 4. That's nice. I used a ton of the Elderwood smoke bombs on getting some of those infected ones earlier. Like a ton. Each one took like 15. Oh, we missed one. Oh well. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, alright, alright. Which ones are still hopping? Oh my gosh, so many! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need to repair my, my belt. I'm gonna have to go repair my belt. Oh, I thought I got this one. I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm not gonna let it break. We will not have a repeat of what happened last time. Alright. Nope, that one's done. Oh, and I have been completely missing on my essence, or my focus. Bug catching level 23. This is some of the fastest leveling I've ever had with bug catching. I need to go repair my belt before it breaks. I'm sorry, I have to leave again. Feel free to continue with your lures. I don't want to slow you down. 2 levels. I love it. No, 3 total levels so far. It's a great way to get XP. I'm also going to run out of food. I haven't cooked in a minute, although the last time I did, I made a ton of food. A ton of food. My housing plot button is disabled. It's been less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to climb up this tree to get to the stable, right? This is the right tree, isn't it? Yeah. This is fine. So many froggies. Yes, Lady Riot. Yes. So we think it might be something that they might patch in the future. Oh, come on. You know, I'm not the best at getting to this stable here. Not the best at it. Nope. I miss often when I'm climbing up or I run out of stamina. It's not my strong suit. Well, that was lucky. Or perhaps that's the plan. Maybe I'm supposed to be jumping there. Why do it the hard way? I don't know. Okay. Oh, shucks. That's not where I wanted to go. But yeah, anyway, so there's this little spot where we were just at where if you use a lure, a ton of froggers come up. The rock hoppers. And like I said, I believe some people theorize that it is going to get patched. They thought it might have been actually today. But that has not happened. I still only have 5 of the ones that I need. The Grumpy Granite Rockhopper. I don't know if those are coming from... let's see. Will-O-Wisp Rockhopper. Did I save one of these? Oh, they're bugs. I didn't. So let me save one of these. Okay. And we'll put this in storage. The Flotato. And the Acorn. But yeah, they sell for a decent amount of gold. Is the main reason why people think they're going to get patched. It's because they're good sellers. I'm just in this one little spot. Okay. Let me repair my stuff and I'll be right back. So much leveling. That's my favorite part of it. I'm not really hurting for cash, to be honest. Oh. Hey, Sifu. Can I borrow... Can I borrow your anvil there? Thanks. See you later. Like one of those things where like you wear ear pods. Oh, the food. I'm definitely gonna run out of food. Oh, that's trout. Shucks. Oh well, I'm gonna run out of focus food also. But I would rather keep hunting than stop to cook. Right? That's the right call, isn't it? Keep hunting, cook later. I think that's the right call. Well, that's exciting, lady, right? When are your parts arriving? And do you build them yourself? Or has your hubby help you with that too? I sometimes do them myself. I sometimes let Kira do them. It just depends on my mood. Like, I built my PC originally, but a couple of things I've upgraded on it since then. I've just let Kira do the upgrades. I'm just like, will you take it out and put that in there for me? Nope. GG all the way. CG all the way. Yeah. Let's see. This way. I need it fast. Oh my gosh. I doubt you even need to do that. I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I went the wrong way. You can't take me anywhere. Oh boy. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, and you know what? Did we all leave? I didn't think about this. I'm not sure where you two are. But I did make a plan before I arrived here. If we want to be in the same server. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's the sun moving. It's like shadows and there's like mist or something. I just make Wolfie talk me through it. Video chat is the best thing ever. Hi, Kit. I'm happy to see you. Also, hi. Hello. Good to see you. How's life treating you? How are things at work? Oh, here's someone else. Are you two in another instance? It's work. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you right now. I'm having some uncomfortableness currently.
Yeah.
And wanting to make it even more uncomfortable. Hi, Digipon.
There.
Yeah, anyway. It is what it is. Oh, we're ready. Let's go. Let's do it. Shucks. Hey, get back here. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Seriously. Okay. I'm letting that one go. I mean, how many smoke bombs do these take? Oh no. Have you gotten a single one of the kind of? I don't think so. I mean, this might be a good place to get bug hunting experience and money. But if you're looking for a special, if you're looking for a certain rock hopper, like I am and like Gigipont or Bubbles is, you might not find them here. This seems to be great for the money and for experience, but that's about it. Not that those are bad things. But I don't know if we're going to find the rock hoppers that you and I both need here. Oh, that's not a froggy. Come back here, froggy. Whoa, what the heck? Where are you going, my friend? I might have to run around and look for the rest of the ones that I need. Same for you, Bubbles. Which one is still hopping? This one? And there's one on me. Oh, missed that one. Let's see, right here. That one's gliding. It's gliding. That one's also gliding. Oh, that's not the one that I was going for, but okay. All right, all right. Oh, oh, oh. Is that it? Is that it? Is our work here done? I'll get as much focus as I can, but I'm really out of food. Bug catching level 25. Let's go. Expert bug catcher. Amazing. And that's it for my focus food. So just gonna have to pick these up. No bonus to XP. No EXP bonus. And you know what? I was talking about the uncomfortableness at work. I have to go in early tomorrow. Which is just like making matters worse. Oh, we started another one? I really honestly I've made hundreds of smoke bombs and I'm already out of them again. Level 26 even without focus buffs. I have some sneaky bombs. Let's see. So I'll use them up until I'm done with them. Hopefully if we have more people helping, then we'll need fewer bombs. Oop, that one moved on me. Some of them look like they're gliding. Oh, don't need to do that one. I mean, it's hard to tell them apart. Okay, okay. Nope, that one's dazed already. Okay. Still going, huh? Okay. Some of these are kind of a pain to catch, aren't they? Hey, get back here. I thought I just saw one right here. Where did it go? Oh, we lost it. We missed it. There's another one. We're using sticky bombs now, I think. It's whatever I have in my inventory. Oh, nope, that one's already stuck. Okay. So with these lures and the frogs, I think we learned that the location of the lure matters. Oh gosh, which one is it? I know there's one over here that's still hopping. Toss a few in there for good measure. This is such good experience. Crazy good. They seem to be the same rock hoppers. These will-o'-the-wisp rock hoppers. I need the grumpy ones. I know Bubbles needs one of the flame tipped. Is that what they're called? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm still getting levels, even though I've run out of focus food. Oh shucks, my headphones are about to die. Okay, let me get them plugged in. Okay, one sec. I've been thinking about getting a new pair of headphones, actually. I've had these for several years. And there's some weird stuff happening with them. Like every now and then, sometimes this speaker won't, okay. It'll like fade out a little bit, fade back in, and I have to, can I make it? Come on. Okay, this is not my thing. This isn't my thing here. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I will be slowly climbing up to this stupid stable forever. No quick bouncing for me. So yeah, the froggy party turned out to be way more than I expected. Way more bombs. All of my focus food. But yeah, anyway, this headset, I've been thinking about getting a new one. There's a really fancy one that I have on my wish list. That I'd like to try out sometime. Maybe later this year. Yeah, 50K from those frogs, just the ones that I sold last time, like amazing. I need more of the grumpy ones, but we don't see too many of those grumpy ones. Okay, I gotta make food. Oh, can I not make my dish that I normally make? Isn't it chili oil dumplings? Chili oil dumplings? Isn't that what I normally make? I think so. Like the 7... When they're star quality, they have like 7 something. I think this is what I normally make. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I normally make. Okay. make the rice first. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna make some food real quick. I'll make some more bombs and stuff before I head back out. All right. Okay. I don't get the point of making focus food that's over 1,000 unless the focus can go above 1,000 now, and I am behind. But so I always make this because when they come out star quality, they're like 750-ish focus, which makes the most sense to me. And I'm not sure if there are other recipes. What? I call shenanigans. I don't know if there are other recipes that make... Oh, you know what? I gotta make the spice mix. Oh. What's happening? Why can't I interact with my stations anymore? Is this still a thing? Okay, let's do this. Maybe this will resolve the issue. Did I make the wrong item? I could have swore there were more ingredients in this. And more steps. Maybe they adjusted it. That is the food that I normally make, right? Let's see, how much focus is in this food? 525. No, I made the wrong recipe. Oh, you guys are coming to cook. Okay, cool. I could have swore that was the recipe that I normally make. No, I normally make... No, this isn't what I normally make. I normally make, where is it? I normally make rice cake stir fry. This one, it says I can't make it because I'm out of oil. Rice cake stir fry, that's the one that I normally make, and I need oil. I'm out of oil. No wonder. Okay, well, I'm gonna go buy some oil. I would love the help cooking. I had like 17 food before we started today. At least I have something to eat for focus while cooking, right? Even though I made the wrong recipe. It's just been a minute since I've done any of it, you know? Okay, please run. I'll go buy some oil. And I'll be right back, I promise. Thanks for coming to help me. I'm so sorry I was so ill prepared for this. I didn't know that I would go through my food so quickly. When I made like 20 of them, I was like, oh, that's gonna last me for so long. No. 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 No, how wrong I was. Can we buy these in multiple quantities yet? Just one at a time still. One at a time. No problem. Oh, hi, Gigi-Pon. I got some oil. Let's go cook. Oh, what else is in that recipe? Soy sauce. Maybe I should just buy the rest of the stuff in the recipe. Soy sauce. I think I have plenty of soy sauce, but I mean, I'm here. 20 soy sauce. Yeah. There we go. Just in case. Because I didn't check. the my stock of the other ingredients. All right. On my way. I'll be right there. And I will also make more bombs. But yeah, I got scheduled for like an 8:30 meeting tomorrow, which is normally when I'm driving to work. So, gonna have to go early tomorrow. Wouldn't want to not go. Oh, I just realized I missed my break. I totally missed my break. It'll be fine. I'm not worried. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Welcome back. Oh, did the, yeah, it sure did. Hello, Samara. Love it. Love to see it. Okay. What is it? What is it? What is it, Bubbles? I see you oohing. Oh, I got my silver bug catching trophy. I'm so fancy. Let's put it up. Let's put it out. Do I have space? I could put it here. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna leave it there. Let's make room for it. Move the lamp. The little vase. We'll put that back over here. Potato pod. Spike, I think. Then we'll put the trophy over here. Yeah, look at me. I'm a real bug catcher now. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm ready. Whenever you beautiful people are ready. And you are. Okay. Put that in there. I will put that on my one of these days. I'll put that on my forest plot. Hi, Bubbles. What is it? What are you oohing over? Everything? Oh. Okay. I won't look, Bubbles. This is my pantry. Still no HQ jars. Still no jars of jams or jellies or pickled vegetables. I would love to be able to place them. If you think that's a great idea, I would love it if you would submit that as feedback to palia.com. Please let us place the HQ jars of jelly and jam and pickled vegetables. I have the snail. That was... Where did I get the snail from? Where did I get the little snail from? Where is the snail? Where's the snail? Is it upstairs? Are you guys upstairs? Yeah, you are. The Zeki machine. Yep. You're absolutely right. That's where I got it. I couldn't remember. It has been a minute. Hi, Gigi Pawn. Oh my gosh. I miss the Sleepy Gumps. I saw the Sleepy Gumps. Doggone it. Shucks. I don't like that. Okay. We ready? Are we ready to cook? Gigi Pond looks ready. Where's Bubbles? Hey, Bubbles. Oh, Bubbles is here. Ready. Let's do it. I want to make... Did you hear my logic behind why I make rice cake stir fry? Because this recipe, when you HQ it, it's like 750 points of focus. And I don't know of another food that you can make that is at exactly 1,000 or less focus. I don't see the point in making foods that are more than 1,000. Why? Why? So, aside from making money, there's no point in making it to have as focus food. So this will have a stir in just a moment. I'll stir. And then let's do the chopping. I'm gonna do... Wait. You're doing the spice sprouts. I'll do the bok choy. Just because it's really sad to watch me try to do green onions. Okay. Rice cakes. I got the rice cakes. These are easier to do. I still believe that my clicks aren't exactly timed because my device is Bluetooth. I think that has something to do with it. Did we make the spice mix already? Here, I'll make the spice mix. I can usually get these pretty good. Oh, see, that's what happens. I shouldn't have said a thing. I should have just done it. Oh, good. It gave me HQ. Perfect. Thank you for helping me, friends. Woohoo!
Don't cry.
Okay. Let's make more. More. We need more. I'll make the rice. This recipe has lots of chopping. But I can also make this soy sauce too because I know that's an expensive ingredient. Oh no, I can't stir. I can't stir. I got kicked out of the stir. It might burn. Okay. I got it. I got it. You know how you click on it to stir and nothing happens? That happened. All right, making the spice mix. Not saying anything. Although I didn't get star quality this time. Okay, good. I got the stir this time. So if that ever happens to you while you're playing Palia, if you're trying to stir your food, just do unstuck and run back as quickly as you can. Oh, we gotta cut the rice cakes. Yeah, you got it. I missed that the first time I made these. And I think I ended up actually failing it due to running out of time. Because I didn't notice that I needed to... go back and cut the rice cakes. Do you guys know of another recipe that gives you less than or equal to 1,000 focus, but more than this one does? Like I said, I think this one's around 750-ish, which seems like a good number. Here we go. We got the stir again on this one. No problem. I appreciate you guys for chopping veggies. Well, I just kind of hang out and watch. What a jerk. Can I make the spice mix? Not yet. There we go. Thank you. Especially for the green onion. I do so poorly on that one every time. Is that not everything? Oh no. Still more ingredients. I should have been adding the whole time. I was just standing here. Watching you guys do the work. What a jerk. Okay, so that's what? 9 more? Do we want more food? More food? Ooh, I leveled up in cooking. More food. Yes? Okay. I take that as a yes. Let's make more food. Thank you for helping me. I really appreciate it. I often do this by myself. And I can manage it by myself, but it's so much more fun and faster to have y'all helping me. Do you want me to do some of the chopping this time, Bubbles or Digipon? You can stir. Make this the sauce, the spice mix? Spice mix. It's okay. Okie dokie. Well, I'll add the ingredients this time. Okay, perfect, perfect. Can I make this? No, not yet. There we go. This thing used to go much slower. Ooh, that was a good one. the one where you flip. It used to go around much slower, which I don't mind. You forget to make food. Do you guys don't do your like your weekly food stuff? I usually don't get it done because I do it myself. Let's make one more. I really want to take advantage of the fact that you all are here helping me. You don't. I would say that the cooking one is usually the one that of the weekly like do stuff together achievements. If there's one that I don't get done, it's usually cooking. Because it's easy to get like the fishing one because you just really just have to be hanging around other people that are fishing. Or mining or oh my gosh, it happened again. Fishing or mining, catching bugs. You don't like really have to be in a party. You can get those just from hanging around other people that are doing it. But with cooking, you absolutely have to coordinate and come to the plot or go to a plot together to get it done. So it can be a little more tricky. Definitely more involved in getting them done and with other players. Okay, awesome. Oh, I can't believe it. I think I should have passed that. You only cook in real life? I cook in both. I definitely like the cooking in this game. This is probably the best of the MMOs. The way the cooking is, because it's super realistic. Like usually in a game, you just gather or you have the ingredients and you click combine and you're done cooking. At ESO, like you go up to like a cooking fire and it like shows you like stirring in a bowl or whatever, but it's still the same thing. You click combine and you make the thing. You know, in this game, you like the interaction and the cancel. What am I missing? So I'm missing something to make another one. Sugar. Do one of you guys have sugar? Have I played Cooking Mama? No, I haven't. I haven't played Cooking Mama. Is that enough fruit for you guys? We made 15. I don't have enough sugar to make anymore. We went through all my sugar. And I was at Zeki's shop, but I forgot that it called for sugar. Ooh, I got something in the mail. Oh, it's a coin. It's one of Zeki's coins. From buying stuff from the store. Thanks. A lucky coin. Awesome. Looks like there's another ad break happening. I missed my break last time, so I want to get up and go use the restroom really quick. So just while the ads are running, I'm going to throw up my BRB screen, but I'll be gone just long enough for them to run, and I'll be back. And if you're like me and you haven't taken a break for a while, or if you've been seated for a while, I recommend you do the same. If you're able to get up and move around a little, you should stretch. Move your legs. Blood clots are not good for you. And also look away from the screen. Get some more water, or get your meds, or a snack. I'll be right back. Hello. See, there's still a few seconds on the ads. right, my friends. Hi, hello. Hey, Digimon. I appreciate you for getting sugar. Borb got sugar. Good, good, good. Where is Borb? Where's the Bubbles? Miss Bubbles. There's like a kitty hair on my face. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. While I was gone on my ad break, I realized I didn't finish putting my makeup. I didn't finish putting on my makeup earlier before I started my stream. And I just looked at my photo that I took. Oh well. Good thing it's a story. It's gonna disappear forever. Are we ready to cook? Okie dokie. Confirm. Okie dokie. I'll need you to make the soy sauce. Oh, you're gonna also need soy sauce, I guess. Or maybe, can it take my soy sauce? Like, if I try to do it, does it take the soy sauce or the sugar out of your inventory? Like, how does it work? Because it requires sugar and soy sauce. I forgot to mention that. Maybe I could have just requested the sugar from you. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna do the green onion. Wish me luck. I'm usually very bad at this. All right, let's go. Maybe I'm just bad when I do this by myself. That could totally be the case. Maybe the pressure of trying to do it live helped. Okay, great. I think that was the fastest one we've done yet. All right. 18. I got my achievement done. Are you guys good? Do you want any more? Do I have any of these in here? I do. I have one. 4 more for the home chef achievement. Okay. You got it. We can do 4 more. Don't mind at all. Does anybody have a like a recipe that they like to make? Or does anybody perhaps know the answer, like what I was talking about earlier with the an ingredient or a recipe, some kind of item. When you make it star quality, it lands somewhere between, well, I mean this one is 712 focus, 700 and 1,000 focus. Secret sauce, sweet soy sauce. Okay, great. Hello, hi, hello. Is it Laya Mars? Hello. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. It is wonderful to meet you. Hello, hello, and welcome in. Hi, Raiders. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Carrie, and welcome into the stream. It's great to meet you. Little info about me over here. I'm an MMORPG variety streamer. So you'll catch me playing games like Palia, like I am right now. Also ESO, or Final Fantasy XIV, or Guild Wars 2. It really depends. We're focusing on Palia currently due to the Elderwood expansion. Welcome in. It is really great to meet you. I really, really very much appreciate the raid. Hi, hello. And you were playing ESO. You were playing ESO. Wonderful. Working on the shout out? It's okay. I've got a little button. It's no problem. Thank you. Oh, you guys finished the recipe, didn't you, while I was chatting? Thank you very much for the raid. I normally stream ESO on Tuesdays. I have a regular running series that I do on Tuesdays normally. It's called Tuesday Tot, where I stream ESO and I play Tales of Tribute. I couldn't help myself today. I decided I really wanted to go for Palia and keep going with the progress I'm making in Elderwood. Thank you again for the raid. It's wonderful to meet you and welcome in everyone. How is Palia nowadays? You haven't played in like a year. Hi, Shabar. Is it Shabaranara? Shabaranara? I'm inclined to say Shabaranara, but that's probably wrong. Anyway, sweet. Is it Japanese, like Shabaranara? I went too far, right? Anyway, good to meet you. It's really great. I have been playing since closed beta, and it's been really great to see the additions and the changes, the quality of life updates, the systems that they've added in. Mix of parts of words. Gotcha. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad I got it. I will always try. But yeah, so if it's been a year, you guys said you need 3 more, right? Or are you done? Three more? No more? 0 more? Shawarma, capybara, carbonara. Love it. 3 more, right? Okay. Let's do it. Confirm. Anyway. Yeah, so with Elderwood, for example, it is an expansion. So they've added a whole new zone called Elderwood. And oops, I better stir. I'm just standing here. In a year, there have been a lot of things that they've added, changed, implemented. They did this thing with mining, for example. Oh my gosh, not again. They did this thing with mining, for example, where if you mine a node, it does break, but other players will still be able to see and mine the node for several minutes after you walk away from it, which is a change. It used to be that if you mined a node like early on and you mined it and it broke and you looted it, it was gone forever. If someone didn't also mine it before it broke, they couldn't get any of the rewards, which was an issue with Palium. For example, another thing early on, Palium was a resource that was only found in certain places, and if you knew where to look, you got the Palium, right? And with the issue I just described of the nodes disappearing after you mine them, there was a big disparity there with a lot of players that had Palium, and some players just hardly ever could find any. Yeah, look at us go. Just an example. They added a party system in the past year also. And with the party system, if someone in your group, for example, or your party does mine or anything with a loot bag, so mining or catching or hunting, if they do any of those things, you receive the rewards as long as you are within like 35 meters of them. So that's another thing that's been a nice addition. With Elderwood, they improved the party mechanics even better, where as part of the main quest, you can make these things called relics, and the relics give your party an advantage or a buff. So it's like a really interesting thing. You make all the relics, and then like within your party, if each person is using a different relic, then you all get, each buff. Just for an example, but they added a new zone, Elderwood, as I mentioned before. It is really beautiful. Oh wait, no, sorry. just to name a couple of things that have changed or evolved over time with the game. They've increased the amount of items you can place on your plot. They added flowers, all kinds of different flowers and shrubs that you can find and grow on your plot. Ooh, I can't make this. Someone else must be making it. Yep. Which has been one of my favorite additions is when they added in the flowers. Trees, we've been able to grow those on our plots. They've added all kinds of new housing items, all different kinds of themed items. It's just been a lot of really great additions. That was two more or one more? Just let me know. I'm chatting, so I'm not keeping track. Isn't cake baking basically kitchen raids? Yeah. Cake parties, which I have yet to have a cake party. I started setting up a plot for it though, and one of these days, just add that to my list of things that I'm definitely going to get to one of these days. Not far enough. Oh gosh, you'll get there. But yeah, they are basically cooking raids. So as you can see, I'm cooking in a I have some friends here in my party, even though the party disappeared from my window. We all can contribute ingredients and partake in the actions of making these items. So there's like these tables over here where people chop. You knew this, right? And then tables to mix, different ovens and stoves and things to cook with. Everyone performs some kind of action, whether it be chopping or just stirring or just starting the recipe. Everyone that takes some kind of action receives the full reward. And that's why they're parties, you know, and why people participate in them, is because, you know, you could get a large group of people, and one of the 6 people or however many is are needed to create something like cakes. Everyone contributes one item, but everyone gets 3 cakes out of it, for example. Instead of, you know, maybe doing it on your own, you contribute all the ingredients yourself and you get 3 cakes. A lot of people do that to make money. Cake parties are a great way to make money and also get experience. I've seen them, but I haven't gone to them. Sharing resources make more food for everyone. Everyone benefits. Exactly. So you guys, you need one more for your accomplishment, right? She's mad your garden is empty. Listen, I'll tell you what. That was the last one. All set. Okay, yay. Congrats on your accomplishment. I just got that one earlier today too. I know. I have all of the seeds that I need to set up my plot. I'm going to do it, I promise. Time to head to bed. Good night, Lady Riot. Congrats again on your new PC parts. I can't wait to hear about your build. Have a good night. You haven't been super social on Palia yet? Well, and that's the beauty of this game, is it can be if you want it to be, but you can totally chill and do your own thing if you want to. Like, there isn't anything, with the exception of cooking together, that you can't really just do by yourself. So, for example, there are accomplishments that you do every week, right? Hello. So, for example, Bug Scout Buddies is when you catch bugs with other players, and you can't see it because it's behind my camera. I promise you there's an accomplishment called Bug Scout Buddies where you catch bugs with other players. You can actually do that without joining a party. So, if someone is just out and about and they're throwing bombs at a bug, you can throw a bomb at a bug and that counts. Or if someone has a lure, a honey lure, and they're catching bugs and you help by throwing bombs, that counts too. You don't have to party up to get the achievements of doing things with other players. It's the same with mining, fishing. If other people are hanging out in a certain area, which is common like in the underground, you just have to really be standing near someone and both fishing to get the fishing together. So a lot of it, you can still kind of be a solo player if you want, which Kira likes to be solo player in games, even though we play Final Fantasy 14 together. But yeah, so you can totally do, and I'd say everything in your accomplishments except for cooking together. Cooking together is a tough one because you really have to go to a plot. It would be nice, and I don't know if maybe this exists and I've never seen it, but it would be nice if there was like a community kitchen somewhere that people would just go and cook. Like at the inn where Rhett's kitchen is or whatever. I mean, it would make total sense that players could just go in there and cook. But yeah. And I think that's why if there's one that I don't finish during the week, that's the one. It's the cooking together. Hopefully that won't be much of an issue because I feel like we're making more friends in the Palia space. 75 infected essence. This furnishing item has just been a delight. Not only is it gigantic and beautiful. Oh, I got another one that I forgot to show y'all. Anyway, I love that it has a gift and it has the pixies. Did I show you guys? I got the bonsai. I went and bought the bonsai. It's so cute. I didn't notice in the illustration that it has like the little Chappa statue on it. It's so cute. This isn't where I intend to keep this. I think I'm going to keep my little area here in the middle the same, but I'm probably going to redo a lot of the rest of my plot, which is part of why I miss Bubbles. I haven't. Did you do this? Did you do this one square here? Anyway, it's what part of why I have not replanted my crops. Artifacts reset G3 and F7 today. Let's do it. Those are the rummage piles, right? Rummage piles? I'm gonna go get them. Thanks for letting me know. And yeah, that did happen at what, like 9 o'clock? Isn't that when the reset is? Yeah. I've lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I'm very easily distracted. And sometimes I do it to myself. I'll totally be heading down and just like completely intent on finishing a point or a story. And then something will sparkle over there and it's over. Gosh. You wanted to do more? More cooking? You might like our kitchen. Talk in the chat. Yeah, probably. Yes, that's exactly right. Borb got more. Oh. No, I think more of garden. Oh, you did. That would have been fine with me. I'm not mad. It's cool. And thank you for helping me. But yeah, part of why I haven't planted my next garden is one, I really have enough money. The last garden I did was for cooking ingredients, and I have plenty of cooking ingredients now. So it would be the next plot that I plant would be my moneymaker plot. So my moneymaker plot is 4 blueberries, 4 spicy peppers, 4 apples, and then the other ones are just for buffs. So I do 4 wheat, 4 cotton, no, 4 wheat, 4 corn, 4 rice. Those go next to the apple trees to give them little buffs. But that's how I make money. I take the peppers, the blueberries, and the apples, and I make preserves, and I sell those. And then the corn and the wheat and the rice I turn into seeds. That's how I make my money. But I mean, I don't have all the money, but I've got plenty of money. Holy heck. Now, I have made over 100K today on those frogs. I had like 350 earlier. I was gonna say I have about 350K. I made a little cash on those frogs. Now I see why people are doing it. I still didn't get all the frogs I need for my recipe though. Okay, see, I did it again. I squirreled again. You made millions over the weekend on frogs. I bet you did. All right, you said G3. G3. Okay, let's go to G3 first before I lose my train of thought again. I don't want to see any quest markers. I don't want to fix my belt. I did. Right? Didn't I fix my belt? Oh, shucks. Can I do that here? Are you telling me I can do that here, Bubbles? I need more bombs too, Bubbles. Can I fix my belt here? I did see an anvil, didn't I? Yeah, but I need to have repair materials, don't I? See, this is what happens. This is how I don't finish things. I really need to get diagnosed is like really the real discussion. Yeah, there is an anvil here. I don't have any materials. See? Are you shooting arrows at me? See, there's Gigi Pon. He's trying to keep me on task. It's Bubbles' fault. She told me to go fix my belt. Bought tons of the Zeki Gacha machine coins. You can buy those? Oh, yeah. I guess you can. Oh, it's like right here. Thank you, Gigi Pon. Helping to keep us focused. War-torn horn number 2. I have that one already. Why you gasp? You did. You did. I mean, I wasn't complaining. I wasn't complaining. I can see that, Gigi Pon. I can see that. I'm sorry, Bubbles. I was reading. See, that happens if I read and talk at the same time. I say what I'm reading instead of what I'm thinking. Bubbles, do you do that thing where if you don't say something in your head first before you say it out loud, it like literally comes out? Or like totally jumbled or not at all? So I think you went this way. I'm not really sure because you disappeared. Okay, yeah, here we go. I see you. I'm here. I got my hoe. I'm ready. Oh, hi, Bubbles. Are we there yet? No. I found one in this area once before. I also wanted to look around in here for... Wait, up here? That's not fair. Oh, no. There's a shrine! Yay! Okay, I didn't have that. Perfect. Do that too. It's a common ADHD thing. Okay. Okay, good. Umbron painting number 1. That might be new for me, but I think I already have that piece of the horn. Thank you. Thank you, Gigi Pon. Let's see. You always wander around where Gigi goes over here. Yeah. Well, I still also have a theory that this area might be where I'll find those letters, but don't tell me, Gigi Pon. I'm still trying to find it myself. Bubbles knows. I'm still trying to find it myself. The letters. I still haven't finished that quest. Well, I mean, I've barely started it. I found the first ones and that's it. Anyway, frog time. No. No, unfortunately, it is not frog time. I'm very sorry to say this, but I have to go to work early tomorrow. Because I got a meeting invite for 8:30, which is when I'm usually driving to work or working from home, because someone told me that it was fine for me to work from home whenever I wanted, and then they decided to renege on that. So I have to go in the morning. You have to work in 30 minutes. Oh, goodness. Oh, I don't need this painting piece. Okay, so I have 2 pieces I don't need because I'm pretty sure I already did this horn. This piece of the horn. Number 2. So I need war-torn horn number 1. Ancient machine 3. Oh, that's you, Gigi Pon. You need war-torn banner 1, ancient statue 3, Galder toy, ancient necklace 2. I don't have any of those. Hopefully you can play while you work. That would be nice. I agree with Leia Mars. That would be great if you were able to do that. You may or may not have been playing Palia on your Switch while working. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I haven't played on my Switch in a while. Oh, what is this? Subira's goods. Starstone Mystery Bag? Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, no, that makes sense. I did not even see this store. I didn't see the store. And you know what? I don't really have enough essence to like really be messing around with spending it on stuff like that. So anyway, because I have to go to work early tomorrow, I'm not gonna go over tonight. Just during downtime, of course, of course. That's what I assumed. Don't you worry. I also didn't find my granite rock hoppers for my visionary quest. This is fine. This is okay. Oh well. I should probably head out. Major shout out to Gigi Pond and Bubbles, of course, for hanging out with me today. Thanks for joining me in the game, helping me make a little money, letting me get some practice in with my bug hunting. I got like 4 or 5 bug hunting levels today. As you can see, I'm getting very close. Well, you can't see it now. You may have noticed that I'm very close to level 25 in cooking, finally. And then fishing is the only other one that I have that's below level 25. Fishing is level 17. I really need to do lots more fishing. Okay, well, I've got 2 relics that I don't need, so hopefully I can trade them with someone. Hopefully I can work on more of these quests. My plan, my schedule, I guess you could say, is to stream on Friday, but I'm thinking I might do Thursday instead because I may have to actually go in the office on Friday. Just sending a little thank you in the chat. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and log out. That's why I sent that. Okay, perfection. Done and done. So anyway, I might switch it to Thursday depending on how things go. It's easier for me to do a stream if I've been home during the day. I may just go ahead and just stream Thursday and just assume that Friday I'm going in, even though I might be asked to do like a 7 a.m. meeting. I don't know. It may already be on my... No. Okay, no, I don't have any invites yet. So anyway, I may go ahead and just move the next stream to Thursday instead of Friday, which is my normal scheduled day. I forgot, I didn't finish putting on my makeup earlier. My eyes. Underneath my eyes were very orange. And they're still kind of orange. I didn't cover my concealer. So I was just sitting here for the first 3 hours of my stream and my eyes were like bright orange. Just a little bit about me and my life. So anyway, I'll probably be back on Thursday. Let me go ahead. I've got a little infos in the chat I'd like to share with you. If you're interested in learning more about us as a community, please feel free to join the Discord. I encourage you. You will be prompted to complete a CAPTCHA if you join the Discord. That is normal. That is expected. I added it to kind of cut down on the bots. I don't know if it's working. I don't know. Anyway, but we are holding Jackbox parties in the Discord every month. I would love to add a crafting night as soon as I can get my stuff together to get a kit of some kind so that I can craft something. I grew up crafting. I grew up sewing my own clothes and crafting. My mom was a sewer from a very young age and she taught me how to sew at a very young age. I'm your typical Gen Xer. I grew up cooking, cleaning, and sewing my own clothes. I could do everything before I was 10. I love crafting. So I'd love to add crafting nights. Every now and then we'll do body doubling or co-working with lo-fi in the Discord. So I'm trying to utilize it as much as possible. Social links are up to date. The schedule still says MST. I need to fix that. Although I am MST, everyone else is on DT. So I align with PDT, which is Pacific. Even though I'm still Mountain, it's just easier to say I'm Pacific. Anyway, let's find a friend and raid out. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I've had a lovely time. Shout out to everyone once again also for contributing to the Mew campaign. And I received the 4 gift subs tonight. It was supposed to be 3. Shh. They gave me an extra one. Don't tell them. So I really appreciate that. What we'll do is we'll find a friend for a raid, and then who do we know on this list? I'm trying to think who I haven't raided recently, because last stream, I don't remember who I raided, but the stream before that I raided Digipop. Let's see. I try to kind of mix it up a little bit. And every now and then we just go and make a new friend. I really love this person's username. Let me check out this person. I don't know them. Oh, I love this username. Oh, they have glasses. I bet they're cool. Let's see. Do they have followers only chat? No, they don't. And someone just offline rated them. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I want to make a new friend tonight. I don't know this person, but I definitely want to check out their stream just because their name is Ada Enchilada. Gold Star. Gold Star username if there ever was one. Their name is Ada Enchilada, ADA Enchilada. There's no one cooler than that. I just know it. Glasses are cool, and I do wear glasses sometimes. Yeah, when I don't feel like dealing with my contacts. Anyway, I don't know them. Let's see if I can find their information. Name's Adriana, but you can call me Ada. I play Pokemon and all other games all over here. All other games over here. This channel is for you to escape reality and be yourself. If you want a little getaway oasis, come and join the fam. We're nothing but good times filled with friendship. I may even put on a onesie. It sounds a lot like this channel, if I say so myself. They also have LGBTQIA plus safe space. This is perfection. Okay, let's go meet this person. They are currently streaming Palia. They've been streaming off the same amount of time as, well, a little longer than me, but I'm going to hope that they're going to stay on for a little bit longer. It looks like they are decorating right now. Love you. So I'm going to go ahead and get the raid started. We're going to see some quick credits and then head over and meet this new person. Ada Enchilada. I freaking love it. Okay, so here's a couple of raid messages. I'd love it if you would copy and paste one of these messages in to say hello to Ada when we go to meet them. It helps with their statistics, but is also a wonderful way to greet them and say hello and let them know that we are here. Again, I will probably see you Thursday. I might just go ahead and switch my schedule. But if I'm not here on Thursday, I'll be around on Friday. If you'd really like to keep up with me, please join the Discord. I'm in there annoying people all day. Thank you for a lovely time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Shout out to Gums for also joining the plot earlier today. Shout out to BB Pont. Yep. Gigi Pont and Bubbles for joining me on stream. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Hydrate, rest, look away from the screen. Take your meds. Good night.